He was a businessman, a television icon, and the most controversial president in modern history. Loved by millions, despised by others. But one thing is certain, Donald Trump changed the world. How did he do it? And more importantly, what happens next? This is the story of Donald J. Trump. Born in 1946, Donald John Trump was raised in Queens, New York. His father, Fred Trump, was a real estate mogul, a man who built an empire from the ground up. But young Donald was never meant to stay in his father's shadow. He had bigger dreams, bigger ambitions, and he was willing to do whatever it took to win. From the start, Trump had a taste for the grandiose. His buildings would be taller, his brand more luxurious, his name etched in gold. He adopted his father's business mindset but added his own flair. He was not just a developer, but a showman. He understood the power of perception in media, shaping his identity as a self-made billionaire, even as critics pointed to the family fortune that provided his foundation. His first major project, the Grand Hyatt Hotel, set the stage for an empire. Trump Tower, a gleaming glass skyscraper, solidified his status in Manhattan. He wasn't just in real estate, he was the face of luxury. But behind the glitz and glamour lay a man constantly fighting, against the press, against the banks, and sometimes against himself. The 1980s saw Donald Trump rise to prominence as a real estate mogul. Trump Tower became an icon of wealth and power. His casinos in Atlantic City, the purchase of the Plaza Hotel, and his venture into the airline industry all reflected his larger-than-life vision. But not all that glittered was gold. Deals went south. Casinos crumbled. Debt mounted. By the 1990s, Trump's empire was on the brink of collapse. Yet, Trump was a master of reinvention. Despite multiple bankruptcies, he maintained his public image. He became a tabloid sensation, known for high-profile divorces, business feuds, and extravagant lifestyle. His brand grew beyond buildings, clothing, steaks, water, and even a board game bore his name. He was not just a businessman, he was a brand. By the early 2000s, Trump had learned that power was not just about wealth, it was about influence. And he found his next platform on television. By the early 2000s, Trump had reinvented himself, this time as a reality TV star. The Apprentice wasn't just a show. It was an empire of its own, turning Trump into a household name once again. The show played into his image as a no-nonsense billionaire, deciding the fate of contestants with his signature catchphrase, "You're fired." It was a ratings sensation, and more importantly, it solidified Trump as an authority figure in the minds of millions. Then, in 2015, he made the announcement that would shake the world. He was running for president. Few took him seriously. Even fewer believed he could win. What happened next would defy all expectations. Trump's campaign was unconventional. He broke all political norms. He spoke without a filter, tapping into frustrations many felt but few politicians acknowledged. His slogans were simple but effective. "Make America Great Again" became a movement. Crowds grew, media coverage intensified, and despite relentless criticism, Trump's momentum only increased. His opponents called him reckless, his supporters called him a fighter. His policies were controversial: border walls, trade wars, and a promise to drain the swamp. He clashed with the media, calling it the enemy of the people. Yet, his base remained loyal. Against all odds, Donald Trump won the presidency. For his supporters, it was a victory against the establishment. For his critics, it was the beginning of a political nightmare. From day one, Trump's presidency was unlike any before. His policies sparked fierce debate. His battles with the media were relentless. And the scandals, they came in waves. His leadership during COVID-19 was praised by some, condemned by others. His handling of protests, his fiery Twitter posts, his impeachment trials, every moment was historic, every decision polarizing. Trump's loss in 2020 set the stage for a new battle, his fight to prove election fraud. Legal challenges mounted, claims of a stolen election spread, and tensions boiled over. The storming of the Capitol on January 6th was a moment that shook democracy itself. Was Trump responsible, or was he a victim of media bias? The debate continues. The storming of the Capitol on January 6th was a moment that shook democracy itself. Was Trump responsible, or was he a victim of media bias? The debate continues. Even out of office, Trump remains a force in American politics. Will he return? Or is his story already written? Is Donald Trump's story truly over? Or is a comeback already in motion?